Hi everybody, welcome to today's tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get perfect beachy waves at home. So my sister Megan is my gorgeous model today, and we're going to be demoing this for you. So I love these curls. These might be my favorite because they're so popular right now. They're the ones you see everywhere. They're what they like to do in salons, but they're so flattering and they look good on every hair length. So Megan has very long, beautiful hair, but I also particularly love these type of waves on collarbone length hair, even the really like the short lobs that are really popular right now. It's so cute on those. It's just like the perfect effortless texture, and if you do it right, it should last you a couple days too, which is always a plus. So what you need for this is you're going to need a curling iron. A wand will not work for this particular technique. So this is my curling iron I'm going to use today, and I have it turned up pretty high. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do, the technique to this is a teeny bit tricky the first time you try it, but bear with me. That's why we wanted to live stream this today so you guys can see step by step, but it's worth it, I promise. So we are just going to grab a small section of hair, and you're going to face the nozzle of your curling iron up, and we're going to be working with the clamp. That's why we need a curling iron and not a wand. So nozzle up, you're going to open up your curling iron starting near the roots, and you're going to give it a twist. So we just have one lock of hair in, and we're going to open it up slightly and do another twist. So here is what does the beachy wave. So what we're going to do is slightly open the clamp and twist out that top section and pull on it a little bit, and we're going to keep doing that all the way down, twisting it out. So if this isn't making sense yet, bear with me. I'll keep showing you guys. So the trick to these beachy waves is you want to leave out like the bottom, probably 4 inches, I would say. On Megan, because her hair is really long, we're leaving out 4 inches. If your hair is shorter, just leave out at least 2, I would say. I just give them a little bit of a bend with the curling iron. So what gives it that fullness is doing the hair sections in different directions. So this one we curled away from her face, and these ones we're curling, this next section I'm going to curl towards her face. So nozzle up, clamp open, put in the hair, give it a twist, wrap it around 2 or 3 times, and then you're going to slightly open your clamp and you're going to twist out that section. And I do it seamlessly. As I twist out, I'm also opening and I'm also wrapping in a new section and twisting it out. So what the twist does, the purpose of that is it just stretches out your curl a little bit. So instead of being a ringlet, it's more like a wave. Like it's like a flattened wave with a bend in a nice sort of S shape. So I have the heat turned up. This curling iron, this is Babyless, it has adjustable heat settings. So this goes up to 50. I have it at 42. So when I do these curls, I like it actually turned up pretty hot because the hair is in the curling iron for a second, like barely any time. That's another reason I like this style is your hair, it's getting a lot of heat, but for minimal time. With a lot of other curling techniques, you have to leave it in the curling iron for a long time, so it's getting more heat. But this one, you just kind of just go over it really quick. So every section I do, I'm switching whether I wrap it forwards or backwards. You always want to have the nozzle facing up. This curling iron is titanium, so it also holds the curl really well, which is great. Again, for this style, I'm all about like putting in the time, looking great, but then having it last for sure. And also it helps if your curling iron has sort of a loose, like a looser tension when you open it up. I have another curling iron. I also love the T3 that I use a lot for curls, but that one the tension's tighter, and so I have a hard time when I do this next step and I sort of open it up and loosen it because it just grips the hair a little bit too tightly. So this one works perfect, and you see a lot of you see this curling iron, this brand in salons a lot. This is the one they tend to use just because it works so good for this. So when I get to the bottom, I just like will pull it out of the curling iron, if that makes sense. So then it just bends. Like I want a bend in the hair, but I don't want a curl in the hair for those ends. So another tip that I like to do is just take really little sections like this. The bigger sections you have, the more unified your curls are going to be. So for this specific look, I like the pieces to be tiny. I like them to be going in different directions. You get a lot of body, a lot of movement. It looks very beachy, very effortlessly. If you grab big sections, it tends to just look more uniformed, and the curls will tend to meld together, if that makes sense, instead of like sit on top of each other. And so what helps it from looking uniform is also to not section it. So you'll notice I don't have any clips in Megan's hair. I'm actually starting like from the top kind of and working my way down. That helps too. I feel like if you section out hair, it tends to be more uniformed, which is good sometimes, but not for this look. And Megan is very blessed. She has no extensions, and this is all her beautiful, beautiful hair, which is fun. So then you guys will see what it looks like on natural hair. When you see this on Instagram or on Pinterest or wherever you're looking for like hair inspiration, this look tends to be paired with heavy, heavy sets of extensions, like not even adding length, but just adding thickness. So even on girls with shorter hair, they'll add in some sets of extensions just to make it full, because it's really pretty, that really, really, really big voluminous look. So this is the exact technique they use. They just add in extensions, but the method of doing the hair in different directions and using little pieces, it still gives you a lot of volume. So it'll be fun to see on Megan, the nice beachy volume that we get. And I'm also going to show you some of my favorite products too at the end that help give it even more texture. Have you ever curled your hair like this, Meg?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm excited.
To see. It's like the last time you curled my hair was my wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are really pretty.
I know, Megan's my little Barbie. I do her hair and her makeup all the time. In fact, earlier this week we did her makeup on my channel. Today she did her own makeup. She's very good. It's beautiful. So as I get towards the front, you do really want to take little sections on the top. And then when I get to the very front pieces, like all the pieces framing her face, I'm probably going to do all of those facing away from her. I just like the look of that better. When you have really, really long hair like Megan's, if it's difficult for you to do these twisting steps, you can do the top half and then completely let go, like take your curling iron out and then hold the top and move on to the bottom if that is easier for you. And we've already done the back of her hair. We did that before we started since we're live so that you guys can see the finished look a little bit quicker and we're not doing her whole head the whole time. But I encourage all of you guys to try it. The first time you try it, it takes a little bit of coordination to learn how to do the twist and adding more hair into the curling iron at the same time. But I promise it's worth it, and it really becomes second nature, and it honestly is so cute. Like this will become your favorite way to curl your hair.
Is this what you do every day?
Not every day, because lately I've been wearing extensions and it takes a lot longer with extensions because you're grabbing so many little pieces. But I definitely, I'll do it for pictures or when I do my hair. I feel like shorter hair, like collarbone length and above, is super popular right now, and this is the cutest. I would do it every day if when I don't wear my extensions, this is how I like it.
That's awesome.
Do you use a curling iron or wand?
A curling iron. Honestly, wands are way hard for me because you taught me a technique probably similar to this. I can't see what you're doing, but the clamping, the twisting. And now I don't know how to do it any other way because I was so little when you taught me. It's like second nature.
I love curling irons. I love wands too, and I have some wands that I love. But just since I was 16 in hair school, I've been using curling irons, and there's so much you can do with them, and I'm just used to them. To me, they're easier.
I feel like you get a more even curl too, because when I try a wand, I feel like the bottom is super tight and the top is I struggle with that.
Yeah.
It's really loose.
I totally know what you're talking about. What I like too, I like that the curling irons, you're getting heat from the top, from the clamp, and then also directly from the wand, like on the underneath side. But I feel like it smooths the hair. The wand for me, I still kind of have frizziness when I do it on myself.
No, I totally do too. Sorry, it's ringing. Should I
No, you're good.
Okay.
Phone's ringing.
Hope it's not too loud for you guys. Sorry.
It was on silent in your defense. Okay, when I get to like these front pieces, I'm probably going to do them all facing away. So if you want the hair to go behind your face, you do hair in front, curling iron behind, and then you're going to clamp it and you're going to roll it backwards. So we're going to roll twice. You can see 2 little locks of hair. We're going to twist that top one out, roll again, twice, twist it out, and then roll the bottom out. So you can see the end is straighter, but it has a little bit of a bend in it. And there are some finishing techniques with this that's very important. So I'm going to do all of these curls and I'm going to let it sit. And then there's a couple products I love and I like to do a little bit of a teasing finishing technique that I'll show you guys. So I'm just letting this all sit and then I will move around to the other side. So we have the back done. The back has been sitting. So I'm just going to work from the back and then show you guys the front when we get to it, and then I'll do the finishing techniques. And because we're live, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments and I'll answer some of those. Okay, so same thing. Roll it. This one I'm doing towards her face. Roll it, twist it out, roll it, loosen the clamp slightly, twist it out, roll it, twist it out. With this curling iron, because the tension is so perfect for this type of curl, I'll just kind of sit my thumb on it and like, I don't even necessarily open it so much. I just put a little bit of pressure. Like it's minimal, like millimeters, centimeters. What's the tiny measurement that's not inches? Just teeny little millimeters open and the hair will slide right out. If that makes sense. If you focus on opening it, if you really open up the clamp, all the hair is going to fall out and it's going to make it tricky for you. So roll, roll, just place your thumb on it, add a little bit of pressure, loosen it out, roll it down. And if some pieces take you longer, they'll just be a little bit more curl because they'll get more heat to them, but that's perfect. That'll just kind of add to the texture and the variation in the style, so that is good. I definitely challenge all of you guys to at least try this one time for sure. So, and this curling iron, this is 1.25 inches, so you definitely want sort of a larger size. I like 1.25 inches. It's kind of like my happy size. Like it's going to be loose and pretty, but I know it will also stay. Like this curl will stay in nicely for Megan. It'll loosen up a little bit, but it will keep a bend in it. I see a lot of people using 1.5 inches, which is beautiful. I love that that size too. But if you're just getting one curling iron, or you just want one size, I would say to do the 1.25 inches. Just like the happy size that works for everybody.
Would you say it works like with the hold of all curls? Like any style of curl will hold with this size?
With the 1.25 inches? Yeah, especially if you like them to loosen up. The 1.25 inches is great for like beachy, a little bit looser. If your hair has a really hard time holding curl and you want to do more of like traditional curls or waves or other things, the 1 inch is probably a better solid choice. But for this look, yeah, the 1.25 inches is like good all around, especially for shorter hair too, because shorter hair, if you use too big, like if you're using the 1.5 inches, you're not going to get as many winds around the curling iron, so you're kind of only going to have like one bend.
Yeah, like one kink.
But if you go too small, it looks like, I like a looser wave in shorter hair.
Yeah,
depends. Can we still see? Let me turn her a little bit more as we go. And I just used a heat setting spray on Megan before we started. And she probably used my blow dry cream because she's staying at my house. Did we spray anything in your hair before you blow dried?
I didn't blow dry this time. I
You
got
air
out of the
dried?
shower, but I did use a tiny bit of It's a 10, so that's my hair.
Megan you love that It's a 10.
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Do you use it every time you get out of the shower?
Lately I've been using the Bumble and Bumble one, but it's similar. It's like a heat protectant, and then it has just some different smoothing agents in it.
That's
Conditioning.
awesome. Is that the one you put on before you blow dried my hair last time?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Megan loves staying with me because she can use all my products.
Julie has the best of everything. We're the same size. Shoe, clothes, so if I forget anything, it's perfect.
I know, when it's so true. When she came, I'm like, you don't even need to check a bag. You can literally borrow any single thing you want.
Spencer looked at my bag and he's like, wow, you've never ever packed that light. What the heck? Because it's just one backpack.
Oh, it's so nice to travel with like minimal bags.
It's the best.
I always get stressed though. I'm like, what if I need this? And what if I need, and it's worse with a baby because they like automatically need so much stuff.
Well, when we went to Iceland, we had a bag just for like, not even clothes, like it was just like the necessities of like diapers and bottles and stuff.
Yeah, babies come with a lot of stuff. They're so tiny, but their items are so big.
It's so true. I remember for my track trips, like just a weekend race, our bags, like all my teammates' bags were huge because you have so much you need to pack. You have like all your different types of shoes, like your trainers, your spikes, your flats, all your jerseys, all your warm-ups. Like, it's crazy. I bet you pack a lot when you go like to do looks on brides and stuff. Because you need to bring all the different types of makeup.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When I first started, I just would bring like, you want to bring every single possible thing.
Mm-hmm.
But as time went on, like there's a lot of reasons where you actually want less. Like my professional kit, like I own a ton of stuff, but I have it down to a science. Like it is condensed, it's organized, it's like small, like it helps to depot products and stuff like that.
Show this to the camera since it's like
yeah. Okay, so these are like her last pieces. So I'm gonna take this whole chunk and I'm gonna probably break it up into 3 or 4. This one I'm gonna do forward and the rest I'm gonna do back.
Is there kind of a rule of thumb, like when you should stop going forward when you get to your face? Because I know these curls should be away, but
just basically just the very, very face framing ones, like the ones in front. I just always do those back.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, depending on people's hair patterns, sometimes when I get more like to here, I'll go back, but I still like some texture in the front. Okay. That's looking so good. So we're going to use, I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it. Make sure this piece looks a little straight. When you touch up pieces, you just need to see which way you had rolled them. So that you're touching up, yeah, in the same way. Okay, so now we're going to use, this is Kinra Dry Texture Spray. So this is what I like to use after I do these curls pretty much always. These beachy curls, they really need a lot of volume. So she has a good curl pattern now. It's going to change a little bit when I run my fingers through it, but we also want some volume. We want to enhance all that texture. So I like a dry texture spray. So I'm just going to lift her hair and spray as I run my fingers through it. I like to separate all those curls. So I get asked a lot the difference between a dry texture spray and a hairspray. So a hairspray will add more stickiness and more hold. This adds texture. For some people it adds a little bit of hold, but it more is to add texture. You can see when you spray it, the texture, like it kind of is a white mist. Like hairspray is more of like a clear watery spray, and this, like, you can see it clouding the air. That's like that, the texture. And this one smells so good.
That does.
Okay, so now I like to backcomb each section a little bit. So I'll just take each section and just slightly give it a little bit of a tease.
Oh, you're doing the bottom.
Yeah, I
That's
backcomb the
cool.
bottom because I like the fullness to be in the bottom.
I've never seen that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So you kind of just want to go in between each little wave. Yeah, the 1 1/4 inch is perfect on you because Megan's hair doesn't hold curl very well. But we want a very relaxed look. Like we want an effortless, relaxed, beachy tousled wave. Okay, so now I'm gonna set it with hairspray. This is the Launch. This is a 3-way hairspray. So I really like this because it has a hair stuck in my lip gloss. It has adjustable setting dial, so you can choose low, medium, or high spray. So we're gonna do medium. So we're just gonna again pull her hair out. Just give it a nice spritz. Do that with this side.
It also smells really good.
I know, I like hair products that smell good.
Mm-hmm. I know you always use a Victoria hairspray growing up, and it always smells so good.
Yes.
Like your signature
Yeah, that was
smell.
my favorite. My first shop was Victoria's Secret, and I was obsessed with like the way their hairspray smelled. So I'd always use their hair products. But so gorgeous. Like this is all her hair. Megan she has pretty thick hair, but it is on the finer side. But we took a before. Even we always do with makeup, we take a before and after. So we'll play her before hair video for you guys. So you can see her texture, just because her hair is naturally so silky and so straight, it tends to hang a little bit more flat. So this just gave it really nice fullness, made it look thicker. So cute, Megs. Okay, let's show her. Then I'll check the live chat if there are any questions.
Oh
We'll
my
say
gosh.
hello.
This is nice.
Oh, hi, girls. Hi, Jen. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Brittany. I'm going to do this to my daughter's hair. Megan has beautiful hair. You do. Megan has the best. This is her natural color, too. Do we say that? Natural hair, natural color. She's a lucky girl. Okay, I have fine, thin hair and try not to use heat on it unless I'm in a rush. Do you have a favorite brand of curling iron? Are the really expensive curling irons worth it? Okay, so I have 2 brands of curling irons that I love. So for beachy waves, I love the Babyliss Pro. So they're titanium, so they conduct heat really well, so they're better for your hair. And they do have the adjustable heat temperature guide. So I would recommend if you have fine hair or hair that's prone to damage, I would actually turn it down medium to low. The first time you do it, curl your hair with it and see how the hold is. If your hair holds well, then that's your setting. If not, then next time turn the dial up, but see how low you can go and still get a lot of holds. But this style is actually good if you're trying not to use heat, because you could see like how minimal of time I was holding it in Megan's hair. Like you just do the wrap and then you release it and you move on to each section. So even though each strand, I was working on each strand for a while, the actual time of hair in curling iron was not very long, so that's good. And then the other curling iron I like is the T3. It's white, and that one is definitely an investment in curling iron. Like they have different attachments and different heads. I love that one because the curl hold from that is really fantastic. I just don't use it for this style because like I mentioned before, the handle is very tight, so it doesn't work as well for this style. But those are my 2 favorites. As far as like price being worth it on curling irons, it depends. If you have the type of hair that just holds curl really well, then you can use anything. Like when I was in college, I just had a Conair and I would use that on myself. I think they're $10 at Walmart and it worked amazing, but my hair held curl well. Now it doesn't so much, so I have to use the more expensive one. So it just depends. And also when you invest more in a curling iron, they tend to last a little bit longer, and you're also getting additional benefits, like they're made of higher quality. Like the titanium is really good because it conducts heat evenly. The cheaper irons are usually just going to be metal, and metal doesn't conduct heat as evenly, so you'll have what's called hot spots. So if I have all of Megan's hair in the curling iron, some of her hair is getting a lot hotter than others, so that can actually cause damage because you're not able to control the exact temperature of heat that's getting to your hair. So you will find a lot that you like with curling irons. Some of them have conditioning ions in them, like more expensive blow dryers do, so they tend to be better for your hair. So the inexpensive ones can work, but It's just preference. Okay, what brand is the hairspray? So this is Lange. So Lange is a great hair care company. They have a lot of products I really like, and they're known for their wands. Like you'll see on Facebook, everyone's always recommending their wands. And although I usually do use curling irons, when I use a wand, I like the Lange. So this is their 3-way hairspray. So I really like that. So I'll link everything in the description box. And then the dry texture spray was Kenra. So Kenra you can get at Ulta, or I think, Brittany, I think you're a stylist. You can get it at Peerless. I will link that too. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. I'm so excited. I'm getting to see you live. Yay! I'm welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We're almost done, but I'm glad you made it for a little bit. You guys can watch the replay. So if you guys are new, I do most of my tutorials live, so you guys can join in on the chat. And I personally just think it's helpful to see hair and makeup done in real time without things being cut out, without it being filtered, so you can see exactly what things look like. So this is the final look. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, and I always try to get to my comments. So thank you for being my model.
Oh, thank you for doing my hair.
Great.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Try it. Don't get discouraged if it's tricky at first. The little twisting is a little bit hard, but since this video is in real time, you can turn on this video again and you can do it with the video, and I find that helpful. So let me know if you guys try it, how you like it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.